Hey, what's going on, you guys? Jordan over here at the Movie Den. I hope you all are doing well. Guys, what I want to talk about, well, as you can see, I got the shirt for it and everything. We're talking about Halloween. Now, I know we're getting into the summer, and that's everyone's favorite time to talk about Friday the 13th, which it's a great franchise. I'm not dogging it. I really do love Friday the 13th, but there's also stuff. I mean, you got Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's kind of summer-esque, obviously. You have The Burning, and there's some other stuff. Madman. There's a bunch of movies that you can talk for summer, but not a lot of people would think Halloween, right? Because that's fall, and I would agree. You know, that's not something that you would talk about or want to incorporate with summer. But you know what? Listen, what made me think about doing this is it has been crazy hot where I live right now. And I know it's just the start of June, but we've been hitting 100+ degree temperatures, and I'm dying. And I was talking to my wife, and I said, man, I'm just ready for fall. And then I got the itch, and I watched Halloween. And then I watched the 25 Years of Terror documentary, and I was like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a video about Halloween. That is my favorite franchise. I'm going to really go over everything within the Halloween franchise that I have when it comes to physical media. I do have I have the Halloween 2 jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. I have a poster and some stuff, but we're going to mainly focus on physical media type stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Actually, the first thing we're going to talk about is not even a movie or documentary or any type of, I guess, film for that matter, DVD, Blu-ray, nothing. It's a book. And it's a book that I picked up not too long ago, and I absolutely love it. It is called Taking Shape. Now, this has been out for a while. There's a sequel to this, Taking Shape 2, which is about the unplanned or the sequels they wanted to do, but it never happened. But this book is phenomenal. Now, look, I'm not much of a reader. I never have been. I either one, have to be in the right mood, and two, has to be the right kind of book for me. I just won't grab any book and watch it like I would a movie. But this book is so informational. So this goes over every single Halloween movie in the franchise, including the Rob Zombie ones and the 2018 Halloween. It doesn't really go too much into Halloween Kills and Ends because those weren't out when this book was published. So you just have a little spot right there in the back that talks about it. But I mean, it goes over even the novelization from the first one that book, unfortunately, is out of print. It has interviews in here, has a little section at the end of each chapter or movie where it has reviews and stuff like that. So it's definitely a really cool book. I'll link this down below for you guys to check out. If you guys are into reading and especially reading about film, check this book out. I think you will like it. And the authors of this book, they've done stuff for other franchises as well. So that's the first one I want to talk about. It's a really awesome book, guys. Check it out, Taking Shape. And this thing is, like I said, chock full of information. All right, now I have talked about these actually just recently in a video. I started getting back into DVDs. I am hesitant of getting back into VHSs. I have some, but they're ones I got for free. They're all the Disney clamshell ones. Anyways, I've said this before. What got me back into collecting these, and particularly these, is Christian over at Planet CHH. He was showcasing all his Anchor Bay releases. I was like, man, I got to get into that. And plus, they're not crazy expensive for the most part. But the first one I got here, it's actually Halloween 2. It's kind of the Scarface looking one, Halloween 2 DVD. There's nothing special about this. It's kind of your just standard basic DVD. And as far as special features goes, I mean, you're really only getting the trailer, production notes, cast and filmmakers. This thing is very, very bare bones. But I got it in a pack with some of the other ones. Someone just threw it in there, so I have it. So there you are. There's the Halloween 2 DVD. And then these other three, these are all Anchor Bay releases. Let's talk about this one right here. This one is the extended edition or the TV cut right there. There's the front. And like I said, this is an Anchor Bay release. Special features, there's not much really with this. It is just the TV cut. And what makes this special is it has an addition of extra scenes in there with Donald Pleasance, kind of in between Michael going to the hospital and escaping. And they added those in for runtime to be shown on TV. So there is that Halloween. It says the extended edition, but it's basically the TV cut. Yeah, featuring 12 minutes of extra footage shot for television. So there is that right there. I thought this was a really cool release. Next, we have this other Anchor Bay release from Halloween, and it's this one right here. And then there is the back. With this one, you're getting the widescreen presentation, the full frame. As far as special features, TV spots, radio spots, talent bios, there's a behind the scenes gallery. And then you also have a new Halloween Unmasked 2000. But other than that, I mean, it's just the one disc that you have right there, this DVD release. And then it comes with this little booklet right here. And I mean, it's not even a booklet. It's just like a little insert that has chapter selections and stuff right there. So there is that release right here from Anchor Bay. And the last Anchor Bay DVD that I do have, it's not even the movie. It's a documentary, Halloween 25 Years of Terror. Now, I would say, in my opinion, this is the best documentary, the most extensive one out there, the best one that you can watch, in my opinion. It's my favorite one. It's narrated by PJ Soul. She plays Linda in the original Halloween. So they brought her back to narrate this whole documentary. But you've got everyone in here. Rob Zombie's in here. You have a bunch of different filmmakers. John Carpenter's in here. Clive Barker is in here. You've got Kim Newman, Edgar Wright. I mean, there's a lot of people in this documentary. So I think it's a great one. Not only do you have the documentary, but you have tons of other stuff, tons of panel discussions from the conventions. I mean, this thing is chocked full. There's a list of all your special features you're getting with us that Anchor Bay put out. This is an amazing release. Comes with 2 discs. You got the main feature presentation, which is the documentary, and then you also have an extra disc which is all your bonus materials. You do get this little booklet here. It's got like your chapter selections, a little write-up about it. And then you also get, this is pretty cool actually. It's called Halloween Autopsies, and it's like a comic book. So there is that. I haven't read this yet. I probably should. It's really, really cool artwork. So that is my last Anchor Bay DVD release for Halloween. This is my favorite one. We have the 25 Years of Terror. All right, guys. So that does it for my DVDs. Everything else, honestly, is 4Ks, and there's like 1 Blu-ray. This is the 40th anniversary re-release for Halloween. Right here with a slipcover, as you can see right there, Halloween 40 years. This is the Lionsgate release. This is the Lionsgate transfer. So it's going to be different than what Scream Factory did, which we'll cover those here in a minute. So there you go. Here is that right there. I have that as well. So this next one, actually got very early on and when I was collecting again. And with this one, I was stupid and I got rid of the little J card, I guess. I don't know what you would call it with these things, but we have got, this is the David Gordon Green, the 2018 the Blumhouse trilogy, whatever you want to call it, of the Halloween movies. This is the Steelbook box set, and there's the 3 right there. They're housed in there. But yeah, the little paper that goes around there, I threw it away, and I kick myself every day for that. But the artwork on here is really awesome, guys. I mean, I'm sure you've all seen it, but I think it's cool. And there is the side right there, Halloween trilogy, and then on the back you have a bunch of trick-or-treaters right there. And then as far as the steelbooks, I'll go ahead and take them out. We'll take a look at them. Here's the first one. You have Michael right there. And then on the back there is Michael from the 2018 Halloween. Inside, you do have a 4K and a Blu-ray. And then you also have this numbered certificate of authenticity. This is 1001 out of 325. And then there is the inside artwork right there. Guys, I really enjoyed this one. I thought, well, really, honestly, to tell you the truth, the whole David Gordon Green Blumhouse trilogy, I love. I think they're great films. The next one I've got here, see if I can get this out. There we go. This one we have Halloween Kills. Now, this one has gotten a bad rap. Evil Dies Tonight, which I get. That is a little cheesy, but there's some scenes in this that I think is phenomenal. The opening scene, for example, when he faces all the firemen outside Laurie's house. And there's that shot of him outside of the burning house when he's getting ready to face off against the firemen. And then inside, you have that iconic scene you guys have all seen. 4K and Blu-ray right there for Halloween Kills. And then last, we have Halloween Kills. This kind of is supposed to be the official end to the Halloween franchise. Never say never, because as you know, they can easily bring Michael back. But there you have Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode there on the front, and then the back there is him in like the sewer area that he's in the film of Michael right there with his moldy, disgusting, burnt mask. And then let's go ahead and open this up. got a shot of Michael right there in the 4K and the Blu-ray. And you're about to see, I have multiple copies of a lot of these movies, and not just like for DVD and Blu-ray. No, like 4Ks. I have a reason why. You may think it's a dumb reason, but I do have a reason why, and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So there is my Halloween Blumhouse trilogy box set right there. All right, guys, let's go ahead and... So first off, we got our Scream Factory release right here. This is with the hard slip. This is the original 1978 Halloween right here from Scream Factory. Honestly, I think it's Scream Factory's greatest release. This whole Halloween franchise up until, was it Halloween Resurrection that they put out, I think is their greatest releases ever, in my opinion. There's the back. This is a 3-disc set. What I think is so cool about this is you're getting not only obviously Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision, but you are getting, and see if I can find it here, you're basically getting 2 different color timed version of the movie. You're getting one that's the original. You're getting one that's kind of enhanced that Scream Factory did. I got to be honest, I prefer the one Scream Factory did, but they're both great. They're both on there. This is really cool. You're also getting, where is it? So obviously The Night She Came Home, which is on the 40th anniversary. You're getting a lot of stuff. Halloween Unmasked 2000, which was on one of the Anchor Bay releases. But what I think is really cool, a great documentary on here is Halloween: A Cut Above the Rest. It's a good one too. So there is that. And then as you can see right there, Halloween. So there is the first one right there. Of course, next we have Halloween 2. Takes place right after the original Halloween. And these two are always a double feature I watch every Halloween night, because they kind of are one movie if you think about it. One gripe I do have about this one is, of course, it is one where it reveals that Michael and Laurie are brother and sister, which I'm not too much of a fan of, and that just kind of set the course for the whole franchise up until the trilogy, the new one. This one is a 3-disc, another Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. You're getting a lot of new stuff in there. I mean, they jam-packed this stuff like crazy, but great artwork right there that Scream Factory did. So there's Halloween 2. Next, we have Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. This one is the Halloween movie with no Michael Myers in it. They went ahead and did their own story. Tom Atkins is in here. He does a phenomenal job in this movie. And of course, this is where you get the whole Silver Shamrock, 8 More Days Till Halloween song. But this is a fantastic movie. I didn't like it when I was a kid, but it's a great one now. Awesome artwork as usual. This one is a 2-disc release. A great Halloween movie. So there you are. Season of the Witch. All right, next we have Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. This is obviously the one where Michael Myers finally comes back because he wasn't there for 3. We are then introduced to Jamie, who is Laurie's daughter, and it follows their storyline. She's orphaned because of her mom, and Michael comes back to finish off that bloodline pretty much. But this is another great release from Scream Factory. So there you are, Halloween, Halloween 4, Return of Michael Myers. Then we've got Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. And I did want to say, Halloween 4, I think, has one of the greatest fall vibes, Halloween feeling openings of any of the films in the franchise. So back to Halloween 5, Revenge of Michael Myers. One of the worser masks of the franchise, I think. This one continues right after Halloween 4. Jamie is kind of in a comatose mute state, but now it's starting getting into some like telepathic bond she has between Michael. It gets a little out there, but still a fun film nonetheless. There's Halloween 5. And again, the Scream Factory hard slips. And then we have right here, this is the Halloween 4K collection from, was it 95 to 2002? Now, there are no movies in here, and I'll explain why here in a minute, but I do have some more coming to put in the Scream Factory ones. It's crazy. But this one, we have got Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, and this is where you start getting into the Cult of Thorn, and then it gets really crazy. This is a thick one. This is a 4-disc set because you get the producer's cut and you get the standard cut of the film, which has been one that people have been wanting for a long time, both on 4K, might I add. So there you go. There's Halloween, The Revenge of Michael Myers. And then we have one that honestly is not that bad, to be honest with you. We have Halloween H2O 20 years later. And this kind of is a soft reboot of the franchise. Brings Jamie Lee Curtis back, and she's like a dean or a headmistress of a private college. This is still a great film. I actually do enjoy it, and it's shot really well. So there's H2O, and the worst in the franchise, in my opinion. And I'm talking even Rob Zombie. I can't stand this one, but we have Halloween Resurrection. Now, we'll move on to what I'm going to talk about, why I don't have any in here. And I am getting more because, anyways. And then we have the Rob Zombie releases. This is an empty case too. This is from Viavision. I never know how to say it properly. But what's really cool with this release from them, and I think this is the best release you can possibly get for the Rob Zombie Halloweens, is you have got both the theatrical and the director's cut for these movies. But with this one, you got both. You basically have everything you could possibly get for the Rob Zombie Halloween movies in this. Now, I know these get a lot of hate too. The first one, I don't like that they gave Michael this whole, not necessarily backstory, but just kind of why he is who he is. And I think that's what made Michael scary, was he was just a guy in a mask who decided he was going to go after Laurie Strode because she dropped off some stuff at his house because her father was a realtor. And then they had to make the connection. And then in this one, they decided to give him this whole time in the hospital. I wasn't a fan of that. I mean, his name is The Shape because no one knows anything about him. In this one, you learn a lot about him. It's kind of defeats the whole purpose. But anyways, there you are. There's the Rob Zombie movies. Last thing I want to talk about for Halloween. This one's going to take a bit to go through. But we have this amazing set from Blockbuster Box Sets. And I've showed this off before. We'll go through this pretty quickly. Every single Halloween movie in the franchise. I mean, look at the artwork on this, guys. I mean, absolutely amazing stuff that he did here. And I think it's Mario. I'm sorry. I'm probably saying his name completely wrong. But he did all the artwork for this. Absolutely knocked it out of the park. He also did all the artwork for all the slips, which we'll go quickly over. And that's why the Halloween, the Resurrection H2O, those, I don't have them in there because they're in here. And that's why also Rob Zombie ones, I don't have them because they're in this box set. But here we go. Let's go ahead and start with the first one. As you can see, original artwork. Boom. Look at that. And I also... it's crazy. Scream Factory 4Ks. Yeah, I rebought them because, let's be honest, I think this is amazing, but it is kind of hard to get in and out of if you want to watch the movies. And I missed having them in these kind of sets. They're just easier to get out, and I missed displaying them, so I rebought them to put them in there. So now I have 2 copies of all of them. But VHS slips I have for in here, and he completely recreates the original VHS looks. Amazing stuff. Go check his stuff out. Also, I'll link all this stuff down below. Blockbuster box sets, VHS slips, and then I also have something really special for the Blumhouse trilogy to talk about too. But there is that. Next, guys, we have got Halloween 2 right here. Some great artwork on the back. And then here is the VHS slips for Halloween 2. As you can see, the original stereo right there. There's a Halloween 2 pumpkin and the back right there. Moving on, we've got Halloween 3 Season of the Witch right there. And this artwork is phenomenal. Look at that, guys. Isn't that great? Very, very cool. And then here we have the original VHS artwork. And then the back as well. And then I should mention on the spines too, he has the Scream Factory artwork right there. And on the bottom, he has the production company. I don't think he does the artwork on the bottom anymore, if I remember correctly. All right, next we have Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, slip box right there. And there is the back artwork as well. I really, really like this poster artwork. I think it's great. But there it is right there. There's original VHS artwork from VHS slips. And the back as well. Next, we have Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers right there. And there's the artwork. I mean, look at that mask. That's so goofy to me. But and there you are. VHS slips. Comes in clutch again with the VHS artwork. It goes over your Scream Factory 4Ks. Next, guys, we have Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers right there. And there is the back artwork right here. And again, with VHS slips, man. So nice. Awesome reproduction slips. Next, we have Halloween H2O 20 years later, which honestly is a really good film. I really enjoy this one. And there's some awesome artwork back there as well. And then again, VHS slips. And the worst film in the franchise, in my opinion, the one where Bluray dies within the first 10 minutes of the movie. Resurrection, Halloween Resurrection. There's back artwork, still great though. And then we do have the slipcover right there. And I know you're wondering too, Jordan, what'd you do with the slipcovers for Halloween, the Rob Zombies? Well, I'll show you. So there is the front artwork and the back. Really, really cool artwork. VHS Slips actually has one for the Rob Zombie Halloweens. So there is that right here. And then also from Blockbuster Box Sets, I snagged, he had some Blu-ray cases for the Rob Zombie Halloweens. So pick that up to go along with it. And then we also have, this is Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. So there you go right there. And this artwork is sweet. I love what he did with the Rob Zombie Halloween artwork. And then there you are, Family is Forever, Halloween 2. There you are. All right, now these ones are cool. Check this out. So we have the 2018 Halloween right there. Look at that. Isn't that great? So he did is VHS slips, kind of made up VHS slip covers for this one as well. So it's got the media home entertainment, just like the original Halloween. And then what I did too is on Etsy, super cheap, I got these sent to me, and I'll link that down below as well. This guy recreated the artwork that goes inside the cases to make them look like the Scream Factory artwork for the new trilogy. So that's one of the ones he did right there. Look at that. And what's really awesome too, and I noticed this after I got the artwork from Etsy, is that's the artwork that Blockbuster Box Sets put up right there. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So I thought that was neat. Here we have Halloween Kills. Some more amazing artwork back there. And then here's what he did for Halloween Kills. He threw that stereo right there, just like Halloween 2, the original one. There's the artwork on the back. And then again, here we have the artwork for the case. Isn't that great? Look at that. And even on the side, it says Scream Factory. So really, really cool stuff. I kind of Frankensteined all this together to give it the ultimate look, really. Some people will probably think, and I will have to agree, it might be a little much, but you know what? I love it. And lastly, we have Halloween Ends right there. And here is the back. And then here is what he did for the artwork for the slipcovers. And then for the Scream Factory-esque artwork that goes inside right there. So guys, that is everything physical media-wise that I have of Halloween. Now, I know it's not the biggest. It's not the smallest. It's definitely not the biggest. I've seen some of your guys' collection, and it is massive, and I am very jealous. Like, I don't have any VHSs. That's earlier I said I wasn't sure about getting into VHSs. I'm kind of hesitant about that. With Halloween, I do want to get them and get into like the Betamaxes and the laser discs and all that fun stuff. But that's what I have now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this was a long video, but I hope you guys had a good time. Let me know down below what you guys thought of this collection. And then if you're going to pick up any of these, maybe you don't have the Blockbuster box sets, or you just finding out about VHS slips or any of that stuff, let me know down in the comments below. I love talking with you guys. But like I said, that is going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You all take care.